before we dive right in, let me just say your mental state of mind and well-being absolutely crucial for optimal performance, which is why to struggle with this question is just a precursor to what great PMs do versus just average PMs. So let's dive right in. Now, number one, waking up early. Now, waking up early is not about the time of day, it's about an intention. And for great PMs, the intention for a great day often starts even the night before. And what great PMs do is set the tone before their world just sucks them in and things just go haywire. So this is why waking up early is such a positive thing to communicate in an interview or just to the people on your team, your stakeholders, about your business and how you intend to lead them as PMs. Number two, planning the day. Now this would seem obvious for a PM, but really purpose drives planning. If you don't own your priorities, someone else will. This is why saying no is so important. Being able to stay in your lane as a PM, because there's always going to be competing forces and just people who don't want to do the work, but they'd be happy if you'd be willing to do the work for them. Keep that in mind. Number three, time blocking. If you are a PM, blocking focused time for strategy, communication, reviewing, analyzing, and just even recovery when necessary is absolutely essential in terms of your ability to just manage the limited time that you've got to execute on the projects that you run. Firefighting is never going to be planning, is reacting. So ultimately, block time for yourself, keep your head in the right frame of mind so that you can work through invariably what is a treasure trove of information that typically comes your way. Number four, staying focused. Now, the average person checks their phone 58 times a day. Think about that. Checking your phone 58 times a day. Well, let's just say maybe a minute per time. That's 58 minutes, 1 hour of your entire day just gone looking at your phone. So when you engage with your team members, turn your phone over, put it on silent, just be present, lead with intent so that they know that you've got them as your number one priority. Number five, maximizing productivity is about leveraging the tools, but don't become dependent on them. We've seen AI just take the world by storm, and certainly AI can help. I use AI and it certainly does help, but you can drive clarity and direction on your calls. So whatever you do, just make sure that you're staying fully present in your calls with your stakeholders, navigate them through the maze to make their time worthwhile so you can get what you need out of them and they can also get what they need out of you. Number six, end of day review. Now, I like to block 30 minutes at the end of any given day because I never get my full checklist completed. Who does? So I want to review things like what worked for me today, what didn't, what do I need to roll over to the next day, how do I reprioritize what I've got in my calendar or my list of actions that is going to change potentially how I navigate the day to follow, or the next day I should say. So you want to do this, if not daily, certainly end of each week, so that you are being very present in evaluating and assessing how you can up your game, up level your project leadership skill set. Critical for you so that you're in a position to really help yourself get better and help lead teams in a much more proactive and productive fashion. And number seven, a weekly reflection. I mentor a number of project leaders. I always ask them to just zoom out for a bit. Are you growing, leading, aligned? What's really happening in your project leadership discourse? Just keep this in mind, reflecting with yourself and or other leaders. You want to be in a position where you can ask some really intelligent questions and just gather the kind of insight that you need in order to focus on the right things at the right time to improve your project leadership skill set. I want to just say that AI is tempting. It can summarize calls, generate plans, even suggest what to do next. Like all good things, there's always a catch. AI can't build your presence or sharpen your judgment or help you establish trust for the teams that you lead. I'll say it this way, you're the pilot, AI is a co-pilot. Use it, but don't lean on it. All right, just keep these critical things in mind as you navigate your project leadership skills on any given day. And the 5 essential PM skills that I want you to make sure that you stay in tune with are active listening, being fully present, no distractions. You got no excuses. That's what they want of you, your stakeholders. Just give it to them. I promise you it will 10x your your game, asking questions. Now, clarity is key, understanding the what and the why of the project. Yeah, but even in any given moment where they are potentially trying to suck you in somewhere, what is this really about? And why are they coming to me with this now, right? Note taking and sense making. Now, I love the purpose behind sense making. Don't just transcribe things like a note taker. I mean, that's AI's job. Really synthesize information, understand the various nuances coming into play, and really understand how to navigate through the maze that invariably is any project that you will manage in 2025 or in 2030 or in 2035. That's always going to be the case. Clear communication. Whatever you need to do to say it more clearly, I mean, this will change depending on your audience. So I'll just say it better, not just louder. And remember, 58%, I believe, of communication is visual. And I got to tell you, I'm a visual person. So if you can put together a breakout slide and summarize information and create some kind of a chart or a graph or a diagram to illustrate what you're trying to communicate, more, even better. Just do that, because that will help you almost 60% of the way there. And lastly, prioritization. Only you know what matters most. That's what they're leaning on you for, Mr. PM. They've got their day jobs going most times. They're not dedicated to the projects, and they're expecting you to lead them through, this maze, as I call it, and ultimately be the one who is going to help them make those judgment calls on any given day about potentially where they need to spend their time, because that's ultimately why you are here. In closing, if this made you pause and think about your ideal day as a PM, how you're spending it today, how you could better spend it tomorrow, then it's done its job. Please hit that like button and subscribe. This is what we do here at Vested. We elevate the project leadership. So just comment below, what's the one thing you would love to add to your ideal day, of course, which ultimately leads to results. Your executive stakeholders care about the results. And guess what? We as project leaders also have to care about not just the result, but the process. So hopefully you can add some of these tips to your process and elevate your game to deliver even more results.